this year alone, we've seen a lot of RPGs grow and die and all that stuff. And today, I thought why not count down the top 10 my top 10 favorite RPGs of this year. Keep in mind these are opinions and stuff. So, anyways, like, subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, hey everyone, this is BWKing16, and that's it. Let's hop right into our top 10. So kicking things off on this list is Legends of Reality RPG. Basically, what is Reality RPG? Well, this is basically a game made by probably one of the lesser known figures in the RPG community, Divine Devs. He is pretty known in the Undertale RPG community, but more so on that. So he decided he made his RPG like a couple months ago. What's it called? He made it like 8 months ago, and around April, and since then he has worked on his game a lot, and he has finished the game, which honestly is quite surprises me, since not as many RPGs can go finished, honestly. So spending 8 months on this game alone really just shows how really determined he was to finish this game. It's more so of just a game that isn't really meant to be taken seriously, though it is still, I will say it's still worth looking at if you would like more so of a basic area to start off with. So yeah. Anyways, the reason why I picked this game, is because like I said earlier, like the mobs, they're kind of basic, and also because I'm also pretty good friends with the guy himself too. So yeah, so I personally think that his stuff it's not the best, but I still would call it really good. I still would call his newer stuff really good. Though the only reason why I say this is more better is because, like, when you think about it, this is basically when he didn't know everything. So him having the gut to move forward is quite surprising, and I just really like how he's done it. So yeah, I did hear he did finish the game. I haven't really gotten into the latest part of the game, but I will say, if you want to have a look at this game, then feel free to let me know. Or feel free to take a look at the link down below. That's where you'll find the game itself. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say for this area, or for this game. So, moving on to number 9, shall we? Coming in at number 9 is, of course, Uni RPG. Uni RPG is probably one of the most well-known RPGs, or probably one of the most impressive RPG games you'll ever find. I did hear it was discontinued due to some drama, and yes, to be correct, this was made by Aijao himself. So Aijao is one of the more infamous people in this RPG community, but I will say with this, his designs are really good. So that's pretty much why I prefer this. I will say though, that's why I probably put this on the list. However, though, the thing about him is that he is a little bit self-centered, which I mean, who else wouldn't be self-centered? But the way he was kind of controversial in the LTM community, which honestly, I was kind of on Sever's side as one. So I personally prefer I will say Aijao has kind of left a kind of scarred the RPG community a bit, but he has been so basically he lied about stuff, but I'm not gonna go into detail since you guys are more interested on the game, not the whole drama itself. But basically, he basically wanted to make when Roblox came out, he made this game to show that that anything's possible to Kit, and to show that you can probably go far with it. So yeah. Anyways, now the reason why I say this is it is impressive, but now the reason why I put this, I didn't really want to put more on the list, or more higher on the list, was because of the fact that the way he how self-centered is, which I mean obviously everyone is self-centered from time to time. It was just like the way he kind of came about it, like he kind of was a little bit too critical and stuff, and it and then he got into fights a lot. So that's probably why I really wouldn't that's pretty much the reason why I don't really prefer to be in here, but the reason why I wouldn't put it on higher on the list. Though I will say it did blow up, so major props to Aijao for making a game on this and keeping it alive while he still could. I did hear he's working on Zombie Stars right now, so hopefully that's going for you, Aijao. I don't know, just saying. But yeah, anyways, that being said, hopefully this answers your question as to why I put it on the list. And yeah, anyways, take a look at the game for yourself, even though it's discontinued. But yeah, coming up at number 8 is Infinity RPG. Now yes, You may be wondering, wait, Infinity RPG? Why is it on higher on the list? Well, no RPG game can be complete with Infinity RPG. It has done a lot of cool stuff recently. I've heard there's a new revamp coming out and all that stuff. I even know that it's just a really good game. Like, the nostalgia this game had, the power it had on RPG community was incredibly powerful. It literally nothing could have changed in our nothing is complete without Infinity RPG, honestly. And honestly, Infinity RPG has never been no RPG game there's no RPG game ever that was inspired by Infinity RPG. At least from what I can tell, in terms of RPG kits or your classic RPG games in general. However, though, as time went on, Infinity RPG just became less and less well known. However, though, I will say this: the only reason why I put this more on the list or more bottom of the list is because of it's just the problem with it is that it's kind of it's really grindy, honestly, and it's just kind of unbalanced, which I honestly kind of prefer, which I honestly don't really like, honestly. And it really is probably one of the grindiest games out there. So if you're grinding, if you don't have that much time on your hands, I would advise you to find an RPG game to play. But other than that, if you guys want a nostalgia trip, to totally take a look at Infinity RPG. Infinity RPG is a go-to when it comes to finding your nostalgia place. So yeah, that's why I prefer Infinity RPG as one of the most popular. It's actually one of the most popular RPGs out there. Aside from, well, it's actually one of the most popular RPG kit games out there. It has inspired many RPG kit games actually. But I really wouldn't say it's the most popular RPG kit game. I don't know. Because it's not really made for kit. It was more so instead made by scripting and stuff. I don't know. It's however you want to think about it. But other than that, I will say it's a good game. A totally good way to get back to nostalgia and all that stuff. And yeah, that's really. I really have nothing else to say about Infinity RPG other than it's a good game. Totally have a look at it too when you get a chance. If you haven't, then what you've been doing recently, you probably should get onto it. It's really good. I think you probably should. So yeah. That's why I prefer Infinity RPG. It's a really good game. You should try it, and yeah, the variety of it's good. Pretty basic, but at the same time, very impactful. Next up, we got Rainbow Realms RPG Remastered. What is this game? Why haven't I heard about it? What type game is this? Well, for those who want who want a more classic dive onto things, then of course you should probably try it. But then again, like I said, not everyone's gonna like it. So, like I said, it's just my opinions. But basically, what I'm gonna be doing here is just showing you the cool parts about this game and all that stuff. But I don't got a lot of time, but we'll see. Anyways, Rainbow Realms RPG is more so inspired by classic RPGs such as, let me take a look at it. According to them, it was inspired by Divinity RPG, Infinity, Legend of Dominus, and Legend of Fallen Kingdom. All those are classic RPGs, and of course, this pretty much what makes this a really classic RPG game that you should totally try out. Yeah, the question remains, why should I try still? The question remains, is this grindy as the other one? Well, yes, it's not really that finished, but I did hear they have been working on it, a lot of it, so I really don't know what to say about it, but other than it is a good game. It kind of combines classic and modern at the same time, but still remaining relatively, making it relatively keeping its modernness. I haven't had a good look at this game, but for a starter's point, I will say the game's really good, honestly. It has a help bar GUI and stuff like that. A dedicated team for gamers and stuff like that. I honestly say this game is a really good game. And plus, I think the best part about this is that the custom mobs. For example, the Stone Seeker. We also got this Stonewalker. Dude, no one would have ever expected this to be a game. I can't tell it's inspired by Terraria in a way. But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's pretty much what makes this game really good. It stands out from the crowd by making with its amazing with just its amazing type of it's just because of its amazing abilities, amazing uniqueness on making the game really come out to the crowd, honestly. I just think it's a really good game. I think it should really deserve more updates, honestly. I haven't got to look fully into it, but I can already tell you guys that this is a really good game for sure, and it's worth a mention, honestly. So yeah, I personally like this game, and I just really like this game, and I just personally think that developers should work more on it, honestly. I will suggest one thing though, maybe make it set the mobs how attack animations maybe, but other than that, the game's alright. I'm not honestly like the classic style. It's really amazing, and props to Adventure Failed, Cager, and Watchdog making this game. It's pretty cool, honestly. I really like it. So yeah, unfortunately we don't have, I don't really have, I don't, that's all the time I have to talk about for this game. This game's really cool. I just can't really talk about it all the day since we got our RPG stuff. Look at. Anyways, moving on to number 6. Yeah, number 6. Alright, so for number 6 is the game you call Divine RPG. Yeah, it's the game made by Cager that really hasn't been that active in a while. But I still think this game is I still think this game is worth talking about. So, yeah, why do I think this game is good? And why would I say this game is good? Well, let's look at the UI, look at everything, and give me a second, guys. Alright, we're back. Personally, I just like the game. Now, the reason why I think the game I think it looks good is because I just really like how the game style is. It's really classic and stuff. I mean, it lags out a bit and stuff, and I can tell he hasn't been working on it in a while. But in the end, I personally think the game is really good. So, yeah, I personally like. I know the game's really laggy. I can tell you that right away. Like you'll notice, like mostly everything isn't really like working that well. But I still think it's a good start. Honestly, he hasn't worked on it in a while, so I doubt he's gonna be working on it anytime soon. But it was fun while it lasted and all that. So yeah, this game is currently inactive. But like, let me just show you Universe 2 for example. Universe 2 is quite interesting to be honest. All right, so yeah, this is why it looks. This is pretty much why it This is pretty much the reason why it is like this basically. I mean, yeah, the game is kind of a little bit. How should I say it? The game is a little bit like I don't know. The game's not as like I don't know. It's just the game was like really good honestly back when it was made and stuff. And yeah, he hasn't really gone to it. He hasn't really made much progress on it, but like hopefully if he does return to it eventually, I might review it again. But like I said, he hasn't worked on it in a while, so I really don't expect him to work on it anytime soon because he hasn't worked on it since like August, whatever, or was it July? And he hasn't worked on it in 4 months, which is like August. So obviously he may have given up on it already, but honestly, when it was in its prime, it really was a good game, and I just personally just think it's worth sharing it personally and all that stuff. So yeah, in the end, I personally think this is a really good game to try out when you get a chance, even though it's kind of inactive now. So yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next game, which is the following. Basically, moving on to number 5. So number 5, we've got Challenge RPG. Yes, Challenge RPG. I never knew, you never thought this game would actually become, from its current standpoint, you probably wouldn't expect it to be on this list. Well, surprise, actually is on this list. And we were wondering what's on this list. Well, this game is said to have the most RP content in the game. Well, let me tell you guys something. This game, oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. They want to fix that. You may want to fix that. Yeah, you may want to fix that. 001. Anyways, the reason why I say this game is at number 5 is because it may not be the best game out there, but I did hear there was a lot of content in this game, and probably more content than you can think of. And yeah, so pretty much. Now then, we're gonna be having a look at this and stuff. So, I mean, like I said, it's not really the best game out there, but at the same time, you really can't go wrong with a game like this, honestly. So yeah, top right it. So as you can tell, it's really there's gonna be more content in this game eventually, as you can tell from DG1. There's a lot of content in this game already. Like I heard there's like more than like let me actually have a look at it right now. Like the most amount of levels right now is literally, oh my god, some of them have gone so far that they're at V. I don't know what that means, but I can guarantee you V is quite a big number. Or UV, I meant. UV. Oh my god, that's a lot. Yeah, as you can tell, this is a really big, as you can tell, there's a lot of content in this game, so just thought I'll put that out there. You also have a lot of kills as well. We can't forget about the gold as well. The gold's crazy. Don't get me wrong, the gold. I mean, it's like this zillion, I think. I don't know. I think it's something like that. I can't see all of it, honestly. Oh, yeah, this zillion. So, as you can tell, this is a really big game, so of course it's gonna have a lot of So of course there's gonna be this game has got to be probably one of the most impressive games out there. In fact, if it weren't for the fact that this game was if it weren't for the fact that it's for its 1 million event and its big sectors and stuff like that, I also saw about its other sectors as well. And obviously I would have put this game on the list, but like I said, this game deserves to have its spot on the list. So that's why it takes number 5. Anyways, moving on to the next area. Or no. Next, Alright, for number 4, we have Crescents RPG. Now, this game is well known for back in the day, but I think this is it was first updated around a couple weeks ago and stuff, and I believe it released around the end of November, the start of December. So it's a pretty damn big. It was a pretty interesting game when it came out. It hasn't really got much updates recently because of, I don't know, I guess he hasn't had the motivation to. But like, let's be real here. This game literally deserves more updates. I personally think that from that. The reason why I think this game deserves more updates is because mainly the reason why I think it deserves more updates is because if you think about it, I just really like how I just like how it looks and stuff, and like I feel like this game has a lot of potential, and if it does continue with more updates, I can really guarantee that this game will get popular eventually. It's just that Swag Temmie doesn't seem to have the motivation right now in terms of making an update. So, but let's all hope that he gets an update eventually and end this out. But like, let's show you how good this game is. Like, you literally have these things, as you can tell here. You literally have these things. You literally have like these golems, and oh my god, you can't get him. And let's not forget about this guy himself, dude. The monster himself, the nature guardian. I mean, come on. What'd you expect? This game is actually pretty good for a. This game is really good for a game that came out that came out for a couple weeks ago. And honestly, like, he's prepared it since like June and July. So the way What's Worth It was out, it was pretty popular at the time. Unfortunately, I did hear. So I think I heard him, Static, and Divine are making a new game. I don't know. I heard that, but I really don't know right now. So we're just gonna find out as time goes on. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. That being said, that's pretty much why I think this game deserves a mention. Though I really wouldn't call it the best RPG in the world, but I really call it really good. Honestly, I would say it's really good, but like not the best, like I said earlier. But I'll say it's one of the best for this year. So yeah. Anyways, congrats Temmie on you making this game and getting it out there. Hopefully, you can make more updates in the future on this game, but up to you, like I said. Anyways, let's move on to number 4. Alright, number 3. I meant to say number 3, not number 4. Anyways, number 3 is Uni RPG. Now, everybody wondering, dude, do you really have to promote your server, your game in every video of yours? Okay, now, before I say, I'm not promoting my game at all. I just really like to like making this project and stuff, but honestly, it's not because I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to. Okay, I'm not saying because of bragging. I'm just saying it because it's really. I'm just surprised on how close far Night Lord has come. It became like a game that I seem to love and enjoy developing. So I decided, and I also like playing as well. I kind of like playing playing it over and over again stuff. It's crazy to think that we've come so far in the community stuff. So that's pretty much why I put Night Lord on number 3. I just want to give that mention real quick. So yeah, it used to start off as like a weird base plate, but now it became something like that's honestly I wasn't even expecting. I was never expecting all this to happen in Night Lord, and it's really crazy to think that this game came so far and over 1 year later, honestly. So yeah, that's pretty much why I think this is a really good I think this is why I picked this as probably one of my third favorite RPG ever of this year so far. So yeah. Though I will say, I still think it has some issues too, like many people will say. So I'll say it right away. I do rush updates and stuff and all that. So yeah, I'm aware that many people are saying that. I know I'm aware that a lot of people are just saying that my game is the best and stuff. Which I mean, I get my game is the best, but personally, from someone who's developed the game, of course I gotta give myself confidence and stuff. So. That's pretty much why I like it, in my opinion. It's just a really good game, and I just like having, I just like showing my creations to the world. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I picked this game. There's also a lot of stuff. Like, there's been a lot of contributors in the game from Oceans like the Speedstopia finale to Constant's big contributor to Night Lane, which is honestly the best contributor I've ever seen ever. And also, I forgot his name, he's Warrior Town contributor, which is amazing. Quite sad that he's not part of the RPG community anymore, but it was honestly nice seeing him. I'm not sure if he watches my videos anymore, but if he doesn't, well, if he does, I just want to say we miss you, and we hope you're doing well. But yeah, I just want to say that's pretty much why I put this here. Just the reason, the amount of people I met with, in this whole community is the reason why I put Night Lane on the top, or not the top, on number 3. So yeah, I look at, and the reason why I didn't want to put it higher on those because I didn't want to seem like that selfish. So like otherwise I'll be selfish and stuff, and I'll be like, oh yeah, every RPG sucks, not best, and mine's best. No, I don't want that. I don't want that, honestly. I don't like having attention. That's only honestly. It's the only reason why I didn't really like it. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much why I chose this to be on number 3. Anyways, moving on to number 2. For number 2, it's Bad RPG. Yeah, Ocean's game Bad RPG deserves a number 2 spot. Reason why is because I think this game has a lot of good design. I personally think it's like it matches with every RPG and stuff. It's just it kind of appeals to me in my opinion because like not because of the design stuff, but I guess the way he was able to make this into a thing. He was able to add a lot of features in this game until he kind of stopped all of a sudden. I heard he is working on more games in the future, such as a 2D RPG, which is pretty cool, honestly. So can't wait to see what that is. But yeah, honestly, I just really like how he's done a lot with this game, honestly, and I just can't wait to see what he brings. And if he does return to it, I can't wait to see what he brings to this game, honestly. And yeah, I personally think that this game really deserves a mention. And if you guys haven't played this game yet, you should really try it. It's literally under 2K, 10K visits, and I think it should deserve at least like 30 or 50K visits, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people are just missing the opportunity to try out these games, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'll say this game deserves a mention. Because I think because the amount of content in this game. If anyone loves an open world RPG, then you'll most definitely love this game, Bad RPG. There's nothing else I can say about it. It has a lot of content in it so far, at least. About 100 levels of content to be exact. Not the biggest, not the best, not the largest, but still worth mentioning, like I usually say. But yeah, there's no joke about that. I just really seem to like it, and yeah, there's really nothing else to say. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I say for this game. Now let's go to our number 1 pick. Despite its long updates, the update schedule, and I guess the how it just hasn't been really popular and stuff. It's just there's no denying that this game has helped out a lot, honestly. But despite not having as many updates as it used to, I still call this my number 1 pick for RPGs. And I think I might have said it by now. And no, it's not Legend of Mystic 4. Lords of the Multiverse RPG. Yes, that is right, folks. I picked this once again as number 1. Why did I pick it, and why? Okay, and why did I pick it? Well, there's a bit of a couple questions. Why did I pick it? Why did you pick it at all costs? Like, what happened? Well, it has been. Well, I think it deserves a mention because it has been a long time since Lords of the Multiverse has gone update. But I will say, despite its not so much updates, I still think it's really good to mention because the main reason as to why I picked this is, wait for it, the 1 million event. No way will I forget the 1 million event. The 1 million event that literally Nexus made for Lords of the Multiverse was amazing. I honestly think it was probably one of my favorite events in RPG history. It broke many records before Crazy Party, but that's a story for another day. And I think it's just, I just think it's a good way to, I just really think it's a really good way to show the contribute to the community itself. Lord Sephiroth has done a great job with this game, and I personally cannot wait to see what he has planned for next year. I'm not sure if he does have anything planned for next year, but if he does, you may never know. He probably might not. But besides that, I probably don't really have nothing else to say about Lords of Waverse. It's a really good game, lots of content, and of course, he's always wanting to improve. Like, he also has said that he has been trying to script and stuff, but he's been busy with college, which honestly I feel that way because I'm about to go to college too. So, anyways, yeah, as you can tell, this is really a big part. Lords of Waverse plays a big part in the RPG community. There's no doubt about that. However, though, I will say one thing though. Lords of Waverse, if Lords of Waverse does continue. I mean, Lords of Waverse are obviously going to continue, but if it does, I really hope they could really work on more updates in the future. I mean, Lord Zephyr is busy with college and stuff, but like, I'm really excited to see if he's ever going to continue with Lords of Waverse and all that stuff. Not sure if he has anything planned yet, but if he does, I'll be surprised. But yeah, anyways, I think that's probably it for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. If you guys like any post more comments, please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell sound channel. Be awesome on this video. And also, please let me know what you guys think about about my favorite RPGs. You guys, what's your favorite? And what are your favorite RPGs you play this year? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And this is BWKing16 out. Peace.